Goodness. I gotta get my giggles out before we get started. Because I'm ridiculous. And I can't be in front of the camera still. Welcome back. So for a long time, I've been wanting to set up my iPad with specific focus modes for like work and personal stuff. I specifically want to set one up for recording too, but I'm not going to do that one yet today. Not necessarily for recording overall, but more so when I'm like recording what's going on my iPad. And now that IpadOS 17 has come out and we're able to make interactive widgets on the home screen, I figured now would be a really good time to do that. So that's what we're going to do today. So my current home screen doesn't really work anymore. Ever since I updated to 17, it messed up all my stuff. So most of my widgets don't really work anymore. I've also got some duplicates on here because I was playing with the new widgets the other day. And my apps are an absolute mess. I have so many on here that I don't use anymore. I really need to get rid of them. I need another camera with a screen that pops out to the side. My current one, I use a Nikon Z6 II for my photography, so I've hijacked it for multiple camera angles. And this one that I'm currently talking to only has the screen that slides up and down. It doesn't have the screen that folds over, but I need the one that folds over for up here so I can see what I'm doing. I had it connected to my phone so I could at least see what was going on, but need to be able to see my note. So I went through last night, decided which apps and which widgets and stuff I'm going to put on my home screen. So I haven't, however, decided on a background. Create a new screen here. So what do we want to do for my photography stuff here? I mean, the lock screens for these ones don't really matter very much because it's not like that's what my iPad's going to sit in most of the time. So I'm wondering if maybe we just do an emoji one and just do a camera emoji. It's a little scary as it is. Rotate to add widgets in both orientations. We're not going to. Let's see, dynamic, grid, large, whoa, spiral, that's a little unnerving. We're just gonna go with the main one. Oh, I forgot we could add widgets on the lock screen now. Okay, well let's change this first. I like going with a more formal looking font most of the time. Okay. What? We can change the thickness of it now? Dude. Usually I just choose the date for this. So I think I'm just going to leave that. Do I want any of these on my home screen? Like my lock screen? Batteries maybe? It would be nice to be able to easily see like how charged my Apple Pencil and my watch are, like without having to check, because sometimes like my pencil gets disconnected or it doesn't sit on there correctly, so it doesn't actually charge. Okay, so that just takes care of all of them, I guess. What do we have for tick tick? Let's do we'll do that one. YouTube music, weather channel. We'll do both precipitation and temperature. Oh, but that would be good too. We'll do this too. Do that also. And Google Drive, because I get into there quite often. Maybe a calendar. Up next. Next event. We'll do this one. I need one more small what if I want to make it all fit. I mean, I guess I could just add the Sunseeker thing. Okay, so now I gotta go through and edit. Am I not? I don't think I'm logged into this on here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Did I just lose everything? Oh my good lord, I think I just screwed myself over. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we'll try again. That's annoying. I didn't think about that when I just closed out of there. So maybe I'll do a voiceover on me recreating this whole entire thing, or else I'll just cut back to where I was. I just want something simple for this one. Okay, we'll just do a color. Let's clear all of this stuff off. Oops. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, now that we have a totally clear slate, I'm gonna lock this back up again, and then I'm going to create a new one. And this one we're gonna save to be YouTube. So I'm just gonna do the same thing for the home screen because it doesn't really matter very much. We'll make this one like a movie camera and a computer. Not that kind of computer, this kind of computer. And that right there. We'll just do this too. So my widgets on this I think are going to be exactly the same as the ones that were on my photo stuff. So I'm not going to redo that again right now. Just going to go through and change this here. Okay. I'm going to add this, customize home screen. Just going to make it a color again. This one I just want it to be like black or dark gray. Maybe. Kind of like the other one. Okay. While I'm here, I'm going to make one more for my personal stuff. Should I just... You know what? I'm going to leave this one as it is, so just in case. I can always just go back to that one. And we're going to choose... Let's see, do we have a live photo we can use? I don't take very many live photos because I shoot most of my photos in RAW, so unfortunately you still can't do both when it comes to iPhone yet. Hopefully that's something they consider adding at some point, because I'd like to take both a RAW photo and a live photo. Don't know if it's possible, but okay. Okay, that's probably good. Got quite a few choices on there, so. Oh, whoops. There's my kid up there. Okay, this one doesn't really work. Oh, never mind. Okay, I guess I can just select it. Okay. That's close. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm very happy with all of these. I like all the choices I picked. Widgets on the side are probably going to be very similar to the ones that I added on the other ones before, so I'm not even going to mess with those again this time. Okay, we're going to add that. I want to customize the home screen, but I'm just going to make it blue for right now because I have a specific photo I want to put on it, but I need to download it. I want to make it my vision board for my HB90. I guess. Okay, so my overhead camera just died a few minutes ago and realized my other camera stopped recording quite a while ago. So anyway, I think I'm gonna do the rest of this in a time lapse on a screen recording. This has taken me a little longer than I thought it would to set all of this up. So I had some issues. Right around the time the last clip that you saw ended is right around the time that I realized that I actually was not really sure what I was doing. I'm just gonna walk you through where I ended up with this. I will link in the description a couple of videos that I watched in order to help me set mine up. I didn't put like all my app shortcuts and stuff on yet. That was gonna take me a while. I'd already spent a significant amount of time going through and removing a bunch of apps that I didn't use anymore and making a list of all of them. I just didn't have the time to also put all the shortcuts on my home screens, but I have all my widgets down. I have like the layout I want, and I have all of the backgrounds and lock screens and stuff. Anyway, I'll walk you through what I ended up with. So my 4 focus modes, or 3 focus modes I guess, 4 if you include the one that I'm going to set up for my son, are my personal focus mode, which is going to make sure that none of my work stuff shows up on my widgets, on my lock screen, or like my home screens at all. And I'm going to try to set the focus mode to block out any work-related apps so that notifications for those don't come through when I'm not working. The second was my photography focus mode, and the third one was my YouTube focus mode for work. The part that I realized I was doing wrong and I didn't quite understand, I was trying to put together my whole entire focus mode setup directly from my personal focus mode and didn't think about the fact that when you turn your focus modes off, it goes back to like your base iPad settings. So I set up this whole entire base of what I wanted basically for my personal stuff, and then forgot that I also need to set up one for like my base iPad state without any of the focus modes on, if that makes sense. So, and then I also realized that when you go into the settings to set up the focus modes, you have to select which home screens you're actually going to use with those focus modes, and then all of those ones show up on your base iPad state. All of the home screens that are on my current setup here, because I don't have any of my focus modes turned on currently, are going to be the same ones that I set up for my focus modes. Every single one of them shows up on this version, and then once you change to a focus mode, then only the screens that you selected to show up will be visible when you're in that focus mode. So if that makes sense at all. I was really confused on that, and it took me a little bit of time to figure it out, and it took me setting up the entire personal one for me to then go back into like turning off all of the focus modes, and then I had 3 extra home screens that I hadn't set up before that I was like, what the heck, why are these here? And they were old ones from the version without any focus modes turned on. So that was really confusing for a while. So I recommend you set up all of your home screens like just in your regular iPad without any of the focus modes turned on, and then go in and assign each of the home screens to a specific focus mode, if that helps. So anyway, this is what I ended up just for my base iPad. I probably won't keep this on very often because I guess this will be what it looks like first thing in the morning when I wake up. I will turn on my work modes and then I will turn on my personal mode in the evening so I'm not getting interrupted by work tasks at night. So this is my lock screen. I've just got my sleep, my medicine, battery. This is how many tasks I have left to finish in TickTick, a regular monthly calendar, my current macros in MyFitnessPal, which I'm not even tracking today, forecast, and precipitation chance, and then like unread Facebook messages. And I just thought this was really cute. I've never used one of these backgrounds before. So then when you open this one, this is going to show like all of them, so I'm not going to go through this here. I have the shortcuts set up here for each of the focus modes and then like an option to turn it off, even though I don't really need it there. Like I can easily just swipe and turn it off here, but any extra convenience. So I'll flip into my personal mode. This is the one that I set up in the other video where I picked all the photos and stuff. So this is all the same. I didn't put any widgets on this one because I want the photos to stand out. So, but anyway, when you open this one up, we've got shortcuts here, battery, my regular routine tasks that I set up in TickTick, just a regular clock that's a little more obvious than the one in the corner. Some favorite personal photos that are on the slideshow shuffle, just with the regular photos app. And then I've got the forecast. This is my like daily, it's the same thing as this, it's just this shows me when my work hours are scheduled out to be. And then like my regular routines and stuff. This is massive ADHD over scheduling, but I need to have it. Again, with my macros, which I haven't tracked yet today, so I'm not even worried about it right now. And then screen time. And then the next one on this, so you'll see that there's only the two on this one. So we've got just another regular monthly calendar here, my last artwork in Procreate, some files. I think I have it set to downloads because I'm often going in and downloading planner stuff and then I have to like go search for it in my files, which is a mess. So I prefer to just keep it here so that I can easily see what I just downloaded. Podcasts, I haven't used Apple Podcasts yet, but when I was going through my apps, I realized that, I mean, like, I have a good podcast app right on here. Since I started using YouTube Music, it's different. I can't really listen to my podcast the same way because they usually have a video connected to them. And not all of them are on YouTube. Like, Buried Bones is one of my favorites, and that's not on YouTube. So I've got that here. My sleep, from my Sleep Cycle app, which is just in the Health app too. Recent documents for Google Drive, music notes, my notes app, and then I have another like little photo slideshow here, YouTube Music, and then in these I have all of my individual habits for TickTick. So these just like swipe through and then I can easily see which ones have been finished and which ones haven't without having to open the app. So that was my goal there. So I went entirely different with this one than what I had set up. This is my new lock screen here. So the widgets are all the same. I did all the same stuff over here. It's just this, the background that's changed. I thought this would look nicer than the one I had set up before. And I didn't have the idea, of course, until right after I filmed the other clip. So we've just got the logo up here again in the corner. This is just like a photo. Well, it's Widget Smith, but it's just a photo. It just perfectly matches the background of this because it's the same as the one that's on the lock screen. Shortcuts again. This is a Planoly calendar. So once I start using Planoly to set up my Instagram for my photo business, those will show up on here so I can just quickly find the posts that I need to post that day. Again, we've got, I need to go through and actually set all of these ones up. I did it with some of them and I forgot to do it with other ones. But we've got, so this is Magic Hour. And this is Sun Seeker. So these are the ones that help me figure out like where the sun's currently at and when is the best time to take photos to schedule sessions for and stuff. This is a slideshow that goes through all of like my favorite photography images that I've taken of my weddings and my families. I don't have anything else in there yet, but just weddings and families. And then to-do list for photography in TickTick. And then these are like my family posing prompts that, like, these are my must gets during each session, and so I have this set to sync to my Apple Watch so I can easily look at it when I'm at a session, just in case I don't forget anything. And then I just decided to put it here so it's always in my face, so I'm regularly reminding myself of it. Then we've got email. This is just like my full HB90 task list, which right now is just showing YouTube stuff. And then these are like my active time block timers in multi-timer, which is how I track my time blocks for my HB90 stuff. They're all like the same, but like this is recurring tasks, this is YouTube, and this is photography. So that shows me how much time I have left in each of my recurring each of my task blocks. And then this is my YouTube one. This one's pretty bare because this one's mostly gonna be like app icons and shortcut icons. But so this is all the same as it was when we first set it up. I just changed the background and then I moved the widgets around to where they weren't in the way here. So, and this is just my YouTube banner. So this is the only screen I have for my YouTube right now. It's literally just thumbnails from the other videos that I posted, and then the shortcuts, and then a list of my YouTube goals and projects for HB90. And that's pretty much where I ended up right now. So all these empty spaces that I have, I'm going to add like the app icons and stuff in there so I can easily get to them without having to swipe so many times to get over to this area. It's nice having this here so I can just search for it, or like I can click into any of these auto groups and stuff, but like it's going to be most helpful to me to just have them right on the screen so I can easily just click on them when I'm in the middle of something. So that's pretty much it. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out with me today while I set up my iPad. Let me know if you'd like to see anything specific as far as iPad goes. I use mine a lot. I use it for about 50% of my work, and I used it a lot in my personal life, so I almost always have it with me, either at home, at my desk, or when we're on the go. My next purchase, I think as far as tech stuff goes, is going to be an iPad mini so that I can take it with me even more than I currently do, because I don't like to carry a lot in my purse, so a mini would be like the perfect size for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!